It's another episode of Modest Mike. In this episode, we are going to dive into a topic that's personal to my beautiful friend here and I. And that is navigating the world as Muslim women. We know being Muslim women comes with a set of unique challenges. And then how we are able to balance our faith with the modern society. So here we are going to dive into it, give you some tips, and share our little experiences that we have had.
To be honest, I'll be taking a lot of tips from Usama.
Hey, no.
I'm here to take the tips from her. Yeah.
Okay. So Hadija, how do you view the modern society as Muslim women?
Why are you posing the question to me? You don't answer.
Talk.
Usama, how do you view? Tell me what your thoughts are. Open the floor for us.
Okay. For me, I think as Muslim women, like I said earlier, being a Muslim woman in the modern society comes with a set of unique challenges. But then again, I feel these challenges empower us and they make us who we are. They define us, and then sometimes what we do are able to clear certain misconceptions that people have towards Muslim women. That's what I think.
Well, me too. I don't think I have anything more to add to what you've said so far.
Okay, but how has your identity as a Muslim woman shaped your experiences in today's society?
Well, identity, I think I have struggled a bit with, this lifestyle of being a Muslim lady. I don't think I have grown up as the typical Muslim girl. I don't think that's how my upbringing has been. I think for the most part, I have taken it upon myself to be better because growing up, I don't think my parents have been a lot more stricter when it comes to how you should behave. I think they are awesome parents, but they haven't for me, I haven't had that from them. I think I was even talking to you last time that I have not been to madrasa. So it's like my upbringing has been different. I am trying on my own to learn some of these things, and that's why I was saying that I am actually here to learn some of these tips from you. But with the little experience, I think so far it hasn't been easy, especially for me. I have put myself out there on social media. Somebody always criticize you. Why are you doing this? Why are you not doing that? But I also think that, again, it depends on how you grew up. The English is finished by yeah. So that's just it for me. Maybe as we speak, I would share more as the conversation goes on.
Okay. For me, I think I often find myself in spaces where my faith is not often the norm.
Right.
You get
this issue. This one, you go out with friends. They say, why can't you drink? It's just shandy. What is just shandy? Shandy has alcohol in it, and I've made it clear that I don't consume alcohol at all. So if you come at me with it's just shandy, because you think shandy has 2% alcohol, you think it's nothing. But I have made it clear that I do not take alcohol. Oh, so this too you can't eat. So then they make it look like you are being extreme or something.
Yeah,
but that's just not it.
Making references to the fact that you have other Muslim friends who do that.
That thing is so funny.
It's so funny. Oh, but I know someone who does it. I know someone who does it. We are all on different paths, and what someone may do, well, you don't really know how the person was brought up.
Exactly. I also know people of different religions that do not consume pork.
Right.
So if you are eating pork, why am I not telling you that? But I know other people who don't eat pork, but they are of the same religion as you.
Yes.
So why are you making reference to why are you treating me like that?
Yes.
I'm telling you I don't drink alcohol. You're telling me it's just shandy.
And even at workplaces, they're because you find yourself at a particular institution, and you realize that sometimes there are Muslim girls around, but you don't even know because of the way they dress.
Yeah.
And then people are used to them being dressing like that, and you are a new person, and you come and you're dressing differently, and they're like, hey, so you can't even show your hair. There was a time that I had done cornrows, and then you see cornrows sometimes even when you wear the scarf, it shows that you've done it, and they're like, hey, because I mean, that particular day, it looked different because initially I hadn't braided. But then the week I came with braids, they knew I had braided. So like, hey, so you've even braided your hair, and then like, still, I'm like,
and the assumption is that when you are covering your hair, then you shouldn't have any hair.
Yeah. But sometimes you go to the salon after braiding, you're wearing your scarf back, and
even the hairdresser will fight you. She starts fighting. Hey, kata so like, yeah. True.
And then like, we are all on like different paths, and sometimes they think that maybe you're doing too much, but we are all trying. Like, we are all not there yet. Because if it comes to hijab,
as for me, I'm not there at all.
Yeah, that's something. Like,
I always feel that way. I'm not there.
Yeah, because the moment you start feeling like you have gotten to some place, I feel like you start criticizing people
and become judgmental.
Yes, because I've seen trying Muslims on social media, and then you go under their comment section, and it's all Muslims like criticizing them.
Do you know? I had this encounter just right at home. I was going to wash my hair. Right, early in the morning, like 6 a.m. and the salon is just the next house. So as I was going, I felt like it's just here. So I felt like, why am I supposed to cover my hair? Like, it's just here, just the next house. So I felt like 6 a.m. people are not even out. That's how I felt. My mom was like, where's your scarf? I'm like, ma,
you don't
I'm
understand.
I'm just going here. Why? Like, I just went tickets, but to some extent, I felt like in that moment, the way she addressed it, it felt imposed. So I'm like, what? Like, I didn't understand. If she was nicer about it, I'll be like, okay, fine. Maybe you were saying it out of, a good place. But if now you start making it look like something that you are imposing, or you make it look like a criticism, like something, then there's this stubbornness you begin to feel as a person. It's like you're not noticing that I'm trying at all. Like, that's how you begin to feel. So sometimes we have to be very cautious when we want to talk to somebody. You feel like you want to correct the person in private. Why are you in the person's comments? And they're not even correcting you, because when you're correcting somebody, you are more empathetic towards the person. But if you are correcting and it's harsh, your tone is harsh, you are no longer correcting. You are criticizing, you are judging. So if you do that, just know that you are making the situation worse. Whoever is the one you think you are judging or criticizing, that person is now beginning to feel like, me, I'm trying, and you still come at me, because I could be worse. I could be worse. So why are you doing that? So then you begin to feel like this is not helping. So when I'm encountering stuff like that, I just either block you or just delete the comments, and then if not, you are making the situation worse.
So have you ever felt like you like there's a particular time where you had to compromise your identity to fit in a particular place?
Oh yes. So personal experience, I think somewhere 2020 I got this job, and the job required that I took off my scarf, and I needed a job. I always am a DB with hard labor, so I needed to do it, because I'm not the kind to always go to my parents, hey, I need money. Hey, no, I've not done that in a long time. So even if I go to my parents to ask for money, then they are looking at me like I'm joking. But I need the money, but at the end of the day, they feel like I'm joking. I never ever go to them for anything. So I'm like, okay. At that point, I had finished service. It's been a long time since I completed service. So I really needed the small savings I was surviving on. It's almost done. So I needed the job. I had to take my scarf off. I got this small cute wig like that, and then I was using it to go to work. If you ask me now, it wasn't worth it, because even the job, they were just playing. They were not even paying you well. But at the point, obviously, you needed it, so you feel like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? So that's my personal experience.
Yeah,
from
but
having to
sometimes
compromise.
like you said, so you have learned from a mistake. Like you said, it wasn't like
Even worth it.
worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You know what happened? So it was a company that you were supposed to. The job role was like a bus stewardess, more like a flight attendant, but in a bus. So they were like, I'm like, so you're telling me that this turban that I'm wearing is not nice, it's not presentable enough for me to use, to be on the job with. You're telling me I can't. You can't. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool.
But what was their reason? Because sometimes like
There's
reasons.
no reason. There's no reason. They probably may tell you that's just for uniformity's sake, so that everybody is uniform. But if I'm wearing a black scarf, how is that going to interfere with anything?
But I don't know how to put that. For me, I think mostly as the organizations that
Policy.
not really like. I feel like it's organizations that, let's say, Christians are dominated. But then I've not heard of a Muslim institution where they have told a Christian is
No,
being
no,
forced
no, no,
to,
no,
like,
no, 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 no,
scarf
no.
or wear
I
turban
don't think I've
or
I've
too.
heard such. But they were like, it's because of uniformity and blah blah. But at that point, we were all adults, and I expected that if somebody is doing something, you should at least, create room for the person as well. But at that point, if I had options, I probably wouldn't take it.
We didn't take it.
But I didn't have any option, so I had to do it. So that was just my little experience. But since then, I don't think so.
So I don't think I've encountered anything like that.
Oh, for me, I have.
Okay, maybe I have not really like found myself in that
In a situation like that.
And I pray that I don't even get it.
I pray for that for you as well, because it can also get uncomfortable, because then it's like that's just not who you are, and more like you're being forced to be someone you're not. So yeah.
So are there any like misconceptions you have ever like had to clear to someone towards like Muslim women, concerning Muslim women? Maybe you've heard that Muslim women are like this, they're like that.
Yes, I think on the issue of on the topic of marriage, most people think that for a Muslim woman by a certain age, like you should be young, you should be married.
I know Christians that get married like earlier than their Muslim
Exactly,
friends.
but then to them, the assumption is that your parents just give you out, like you be betrothed to somebody or something.
Yeah,
that's the assumption.
Sometimes
That
they're like, if they maybe they meet and they're like, hey, or they've already found a
the husband for her.
you.
Exactly. So that's like the misconception. So I think from time to time I've had to like clear that. I have this particular friend that always comes. I don't even know why he comes to me, because he has a friend, like we both have a mutual friend who is a man, who is a Muslim. Why are you not going to him to clear the air for you? But you're always coming to me to clear the air. So he would usually come to me to ask. He's a Christian. He would come to me. Oh, I saw this word. What does it mean? I saw the me. I will be saying meaning. But obviously, sometimes I have an idea. I share it with him. If it's a misconception he has about anything, then I just clear the air for him.
Okay, so how do you balance being a modern Muslim woman while uploading your Islamic values?
Why are you posing the question?
I already told you, madam. Talk.
Is that what the question again?
How do you balance being a modern Muslim woman while upholding your Islamic values?
I don't know what English to speak for this one. What can you say?
Well, talking about modern, like the way we dress, sometimes these Muslim girls, I don't really know how to put it. It's like they don't really know that there's a way that you can be modest. You can fit into the modern society while being modest. So they feel like the only way is just, I don't want to say go astray, but there's a way that you can modernize like whatever
it is that you're wearing
without really like without showing skin or whatever it is. So and then what do I even say? And then yes, sometimes too, I feel like it's because of where they find themselves as well. Maybe you attending like an all Christian school, you're the only Muslim, so sometimes you feel like
alone.
you're shy. I mean, it used to happen to me, like in JHS. I think I was the only Muslim girl, so I started like wearing my hijab. I think after SHS.
And I think the problem with going to a school that upholds a different religion aside yours is the fact that your colleagues or peers, you are all in a Christian school. Obviously, you are not going to be veiling. And then they start calling you names like fake Muslim or, that kind of thing. So even as they are now calling you a fake Muslim, it's like subconsciously it's entering your head. Then at the end of the day, you start becoming like them. Meanwhile, that's not who you are. So it's can also be a challenge if you find yourself in a school like that. I've never been to any Islamic school. All the schools I have attended, in fact, I even attended a Roman Catholic school.
Yeah, I attended a Presbyterian school.
Roman Catholic school, every 12 o'clock, you say something called the Angelus. You recite to them. You go to Rome, you won't do what Romans
right.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
So that's like the kind of things that influences some of the decisions that some of us take. So just like you said, it depends on where you find yourself as well.
And then I think for me, I try to integrate like my faith into everything that I do, be it work, I mean wherever I find myself. And then being modest it's not just about like
the clothing,
what you're wearing. It's you being kind, it's being generous, how you talk to people, like how humble you are and everything. So sometimes, I mean, you dressing modestly and doing,
treating people bad, it just doesn't go.
Yeah, it doesn't
go
make
together.
any sense. I mean, people should see you and see you for who you are. And we are not saying pretend. Be who you are, but also be very like conscious.
Mindful.
Yes, be very mindful and
demure.
And sometimes you can like have Christian friends who look up to you, but maybe you don't know, so you trying to fit in to what they are doing. Sometimes they just look at you and they're like,
aren't you
this person
in
the house, you are not like that. Maybe like we live in the same area, in the house you don't wear this, you don't wear that.
So when you come
I
here,
don't know if sometimes people forget that people see them or people know them. Yeah, because there are times where like in school that this person, like you in the house, we know you, like this is not how you are, but you're in school and then you're doing all of these, and these people, like when they're going home, they don't take these things to the house because like I'm sure if their parents see it,
disaster. That's true.
So I feel like just stay true to yourself, try to integrate your faith into everything that you do, like try your best. See, like Hadija said, what she did wasn't worth it. Sometimes these people, when you go and they tell you to take off your scarf and you just agree, they see you to be like very weak. But sometimes you should try to stand on your grounds. Like stand on your grounds, ask them questions, let them know that like you two are there, like let them say that like this person is not easy. Sometimes they themselves, they are just, it's not like they have any reason for telling you to take it off. And
I think it's not even just with the women, the men too are going through it. I think I've spoken to 2 or 3 men who have told me that they've been made to shave off their beards because the CEO doesn't like it.
And I think when it comes to time for prayers and all,
yes,
so they have to pile it up, and when you come home you're tired,
and if you don't take care, you neglect it,
or you just do it anyhow.
Sharp shabu shabu. So even that whole beard conversation, I was so sad because me as a woman like this, I love to see when it's connecting, especially
I like beard.
Oh Lord. And then
I like it.
One day your husband will come back from work and then you tell you that the beard is gone. Why? My boss said I should remove it. Somebody even said the boss said he looks too Muslim.
How does being a Muslim like?
Because he has like the dark thing from sujood.
Because even in my scarf, I can wear a scarf. You see me like I've tied my scarf. I'm wearing like this, and you're still asking me if I'm a Muslim.
Oh yeah, so for that particular guy, the boss asked him. The boss told him that he looks too Muslim because he has a beard and then he has the dark thing.
So was
it's
he supposed to like use foundation?
So
Like,
at this point, I think that was what the boss was expecting him to do, to use foundation here and to also cut off the beard. So I think it's something that is happening, but they accompany their rules.
and then those, because I feel like in every country, okay, I don't know, but I think in every country they have like Islamic scholars who can stand in for like Muslim girls and men when it comes to these things. But then I think somewhere in France, the women are not allowed to like.
Also, that one is even a governmental thing. I don't
Yeah,
think
because when what's the name? My friends and I, some of us were going, and we were told that if you go and maybe you're in school, they can tell you to take off your scarf, and you are supposed to like do it. But unfortunately for us, in our city and in our school, there was like nothing like that.
so
like,
the inclusion was there.
Yeah, there was nothing like that. And we didn't like the Muslim girls. Some were niqabis like in the school, and it was like.
Because I think France currently is not like a safe space for the Muslim
Yeah, I think now
woman.
it's become. I think we're just lucky. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think we're just lucky. So, do you have any like role models in the like Islamic aspects?
Somebody that like I want to emulate,
To be
or
honest, more than
I'm blank. Is I'm trying to think of somebody.
me
that,
too, but it's not supposed to be like that. Do you
like
get
a
like
woman.
like I feel like as soon as someone like as soon as you get that question, you should be able to like.
Well, I can't say it's she's a role model per se, but I admire her. Nafisa Spells on YouTube.
No.
I think that's like the only YouTube channel that I watch. That
She's a Ghanaian.
no, she's not a Ghanaian. I think she's Nigerian, but she's based in the UK or so. I think I watch her a lot, and for her, her content is basically around Islamic lifestyle. So I watch her a lot. Just like I was saying, I'm always looking for tips on how to be better. So I just watch her sometimes. She would share some gems, how to carry yourself, teach you certain things that you probably didn't know. So probably I'll say Nafisa. But aside that, I don't think I have any like Muslim women that I entirely look up to. No.
Especially in Ghana.
Especially in Ghana. I'm blank. I don't know. I don't think I have anyone like that in mind.
But do you think it's supposed to be like that? Because for me, I feel like maybe as women, like you have your role model in your head. Like someone should ask, oh yeah, maybe like this. Because like maybe shit queen the media are not come to be thinking.
No.
Like,
to be honest, no. I'm blank. I'm trying to think
Ghana,
of somebody. No.
And there were people who started, but I don't know if they were doing it for the fame, and then when it got it, like they just stopped.
No, I don't have anybody in mind, to be honest.
Because like, people
I'm
I
still
used to look
trying
up
to
to,
think.
honestly, but now like all of them, they don't wear it again.
Right.
Like they've stopped like completely. It's either when they wear it, like they show some parts of it, or like you get.
Yeah.
And then these are people that we're looking up to. So now you barely even see like these Instagram hijabis like in Ghana here. You barely like have any. None.
Well, I don't know what to say. I don't think I can say much about that. I don't know. I really don't. I feel like we are all on different paths. When I see that, it doesn't occur to me. I also feel like if you see that somebody has taken their scarf off and you feel like you want to take your scarf off, then it is an issue of you rather than them.
Because why in the first place did you do it because of them? Although someone can be an inspiration or something, but I don't think.
But
you
if
should
the
always
one
rely-
if the one maybe you were drawing inspiration from has taken off their scarf, maybe you should pray for them. You don't know the kind of struggle that person is going through.
is going through, honestly.
So the best you can do is to pray for them. But it doesn't mean that because you were drawing inspiration from this person, then
The person has to say
you want to take off. No. Then it is you. You now and your is a yin.
Yeah. 'Cause
Then it's really you, yeah.
if you had to like change any misconceptions about Muslim women, what would it be?
That we are not killers or murderers. Scarf, we are not hiding bomb inside.
For me, I think it would be to change the narrative that Muslim women should be limited to like maybe a particular level of like education.
Do you know? So I was telling you that I was in Tamale for an internship program. I had one man tell me that I shouldn't aspire to, be more educated because no man will marry me. I'm like, Massa, yeah, if I'm educated and you feel intimidated, you are not the one I want to marry.
True. I've heard things like where are they like men will be intimidated by you.
Then you are not the one I want to marry. If
right,
you are intimidated by me, no, not at all. If truly you are intimidated by me, you are not the one I want to be with. No, absolutely not.
And I know men that like have gotten married to like girls while they were in school, and then after the marriage, like the girl
dropped out.
she has dropped out and all of that.
I think the whole thing usually starts with, oh, I'll still let you go to school.
But
I'll take you through. Then at the end of the day,
know they are very conscious of education. Like because now lately these men want educated women that can handle their businesses and things. So if you still have that mentality
it's like you don't want to go forward.
Clearly you're not the one for me.
No.
And then the assumption that Muslim women, or let me just say women are not capable of like handling specific like certain roles in the society and all of that. But for me, I think that maybe they think women are too emotional or something. Or what do you think?
Which woman is emotional?
I don't know, maybe I mean you are not part of
Well, just like you said, it's a misconception. But if somebody, you can clearly see that Khadija Kali can do this job, and you are saying, hey, she's a woman, you are not being fair. But clearly you can see that this person can do it, and you are saying because the person is a woman, then you are not being fair. You just don't want to be fair. You just don't want the woman to be there and you be feeling small.
Yeah.
And so it's a them problem rather than an us problem.
Allow Muslim women to take roles in the society. Allow them to do what they want to do. Muslim women can be independent on their own. I mean, there are women that men have to depend on as well. So if the woman is saying, I mean, there are countries that allow women to take these leadership roles and all of that. But I don't know. It's like mostly, I don't know if it's Ghana or Africa.
No, I also think that I don't know whether it's because the misconception is there, but because the thing is there, it is also subconsciously eating into our minds that we cannot also do it.
Yeah.
So then, even if there's a certain leadership position, you can fill this position, you probably may not go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm a woman, who even pay attention to me? Like, those small mind talks that you have with yourself.
You are not meant to stay in the kitchen. Go out there, like take leadership roles. Like,
I like to be in the kitchen.
No, I mean it's not like it shouldn't
I
be
get
like
what you're saying.
That's where you're like that's your work. That's where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
I don't think it's supposed to be like that. And I don't even know how to put this, but I don't know how to put it.
Say it and let me help you rephrase it.
Okay, I'll just say sometimes we are just scared, or like you
said,
scared.
It's like it's just in your mind that you probably can't do it.
So it's
with me, some of my videos when I post them, people ask me, "Did you edit the video yourself?" If it was to be a man, you won't go and be asking, "Did you edit the video yourself?"
Yeah, someone has come to ask me if I edit the videos myself.
You see, if it's a man, it's like, oh, he will do it. It's like we associate certain things to gender, like certain roles. Fine, there are some things that obviously is gender based, like when you want to think about it that way, obviously like biologically certain things, right? But when it comes to certain things, I'm a creative person. It's like you want to associate being creative to like the male gender. Me, let me say I'm creative, Papa. Me, I'll do cinematic shots for you. You clap your hand. So I'm just saying that certain things we too, we can do it. It's like the assumption there and then is that so you mean you did this to yourself? Because I'm not a man, you're asking me I did it myself. I'll slap you.
Hey.
I am critical.
Okay, so what advice do you think we should like give to young Muslim women who are struggling with their identity, especially when they find themselves in like these situations?
Me, I'm always struggling. No, I won't lie to you. I keep struggling. Like it's like every day is a struggle. But if it's something that you really, really want to do, if it's a path that you really, really want to take, I don't think that the fact that you are struggling should hinder you from being on a certain path. So, yeah, don't let it hinder you. The struggles will always come. Even just a few days ago, I was in a situation like that. But if that's not who I want to be, I'm not going to be that person. So if I'm somebody, I've never been to madrasa, and I've taken it. The easier option would be to maybe be of a different religion, but I'm like, nah, I want to be here.
Because
Okay,
even though you're going to start from like scratch.
I want to be here. So if I want to be here, then what can I do to make myself better where I am? So that is how I keep going. I don't think that if you are struggling, then you go with the easier option, unless that is where you want to go. But if that is not where you want to go, and you know that this path is for you, this is where you want to be, then if you put your mind to it, you can achieve it.
Yeah, and I also think that you should just stay true to yourself. It's okay to be different, and I think that's what makes us unique. So surround yourself with a supportive community, people that you think that would help you, and then most importantly, don't feel the need to change who you are or try to fit into a particular society or circle just because you think that you are not being regarded or you're not being seen. These things are things that don't help. I mean, if you know what you really want as a Muslim woman, just surround yourself with positive people that will support you, people that will love you for who you are, and most importantly, don't underestimate the power that you have. Embrace yourself. Go out there. Be outspoken. I mean, it's not easy.
I'm learning all the tips. So
it's not easy to be outspoken, but try your best and do what you can. People are learning. People are watching. So yeah,
people are watching.
Yeah, people
You'd
are
be
watching.
surprised the number of people
just
that are
like
watching.
baby steps. So just try. Like something small you can do can just change the whole like narrative. Sometimes you think that, oh, I'm trying and people are not seeing it. You just do something bad right now and you
that was my case. That's the case with my mom. The other time that I was just going to the next house to go and wash my hair. That is exactly what my case.
You see,
my case. Is.
So just try. Just like don't give up. That's all I can say, and stay true to yourself.
Oh,
like
I almost
said.
gave up.
You're not gonna give up.
No.
Good. Okay, so that is it for this episode, and I hope we have all heard what Khadija has to say, and you've heard what I have to say too. Stay true to yourself, embrace who you are. Don't try to change who you are because you want to fit into a certain circle.
My husband will be like your man. No?
Hey.
So beautiful, so intelligent. You know, I'm making you blush.
Because my peg is still on your cheek.
Ooh. I forgot. I totally forgot about it.
So, guys, yeah, that is it for today. I mean, you can also leave advices
thoughts,
in the in the comment section. We are always open to learning new things, and we are all trying, so we are all willing to learn. So that is it for today. Salman Apari Mabrook is my name, and I am your host. And
bye.